my name's Paula Town, and today we're here to talk about breast cancer, the second most common cancer in the UK and the top cancer in women. Breast cancer can affect anyone, including men, though cases of breast cancer with men are around less than 1%. I just wanted to share with you some facts about breast cancer. There's approximately 59,000 cases of breast cancer detected each year. Almost 11,500 people die from breast cancer. That's around one person every 45 minutes. If caught early, 86% of people will survive over 5 years. Screening is vital for early detection and can detect cancer before any symptoms develop. Screening is for those aged 50 to 70 every 3 years. Sadly, around 30% of eligible people don't attend for the mammogram. What puts people at risk is smoking, alcohol, a family history, obesity, and age. Signs and symptoms of breast cancer are a lump, changes to the breast, such as difference in texture, the change of skin colour, a rash, feeling itchy and hot, inverted nipples. Also, it's not just the breast itself, it's also the area under the armpits as well. So what should you do if you have any symptoms that aren't normal for you? You should go see your GP, who will discuss this with you. They may examine you or refer you for further testing, such as the mammogram. Lots of people don't want to bother to visit their GP, but a GP would rather you see them and it turn out to be nothing to worry about than to not see them over something that could be cancer. So today I'm chatting to Claire Maoudis, who's a colleague here at PCP. Claire is going to share with you her story of having cancer. So thank you for chatting with me today, Claire. And so I'd just like to say, what was it that first led you to think that there might have been something wrong?
It was my mammogram that picked up that I had a tumour. So I went for my first mammogram when I was 47. So I went 47, 50, and then at 53, I went for my mammogram, and after 2 weeks, I got a recall letter to go for further tests. So I was recalled, and within 2 days, I was in having biopsies, and they kind of told me more or less straight away that it was cancer. When the tests came back, they told me I had a grade 3 tumour, but I didn't have any symptoms at all. If I hadn't gone for the mammogram, it just wouldn't have been picked up at all.
So that shows how really important
absolutely
it is,
vitally important.
Saved you.
It definitely did. Yeah.
So it must have been pretty big shock.
It was a massive shock, huge shock, because I didn't have any signs or symptoms. So going from the mammogram at the beginning of May, I was then into six months of intense chemo. So within kind of 5 weeks, my life was just completely upside down, inside out. Everything I knew was kind of taken away because I couldn't go to work. The treatment was brutal. I lost my hair, my eyebrows, my eyelashes, my sense of identity, everything. So yeah, 6 months of intense chemo. And then I had a lumpectomy, but the margins weren't clear. So then I had to go back after a fortnight, and they did a partial mastectomy. Then I had radiotherapy. Then I had to have radio boost because the tumour was so far back and it was tethered to my chest wall. And then they dropped the bombshell. I had to have another 10 months of chemo after that. So it was quite a lot. I was fortunate I got to 55 and I could retire from work to concentrate on my health, which I needed to do. I needed to get through the treatment. I just felt like I'd been on this roller coaster, massive roller coaster ride. Yeah. But I'm here to tell the tale. Yeah, and yeah, I feel great. Great now. But that mammogram definitely saved my life. I know it did.
Yeah. Especially, Because grade 3 is quite advanced, isn't
It is.
Isn't it?
Yes.
And then got that far with no symptoms
No
at all.
no symptoms at all. It was because the tumour was so far back, it was kind of tethered to my chest wall. So it probably would have been too late once I'd noticed it or had symptoms. So,
and
yeah.
stage 3, it's not spread yet, has it, at stage 3?
No, it was a grade 3 tumour. It wasn't stage 3 cancer. Fortunately, it didn't go into my lymph nodes. They took lymph nodes out and tested them, and it hadn't gone into my lymph nodes. So that was good news. That was really good news. They zapped the tumour and took it away, and I've been now for 3. I go every year for tests and mammograms, and touch wood, no evidence of disease. 3 years now down the line.
That treatment though, especially that extra 10 months of chemo, has been pretty brutal.
It was brutal. Yeah, it was brutal, but it was worth it because I'm here. So yeah. And you have to turn negatives into positives, because if I hadn't got cancer, I wouldn't have got this opportunity to do this job.
So what's your job now then, Claire?
So now I do cancer awareness. And this is my passion. Yeah, cancer awareness and going out into the public to discuss signs, symptoms and screening programs. So this is my massive passion.
You're making a big difference in people's lives, aren't you?
Hopefully, yes.
I know with me doing this job as well, my thing is if we can just prevent one person or save one person's life.
Absolutely. Yeah,
it's really
worth it. Absolutely worth it. Yeah.
I mean, it's sad to think that every 45 minutes someone dies of breast cancer, because that's somebody's wife, somebody's partner, somebody's mother, somebody's child, isn't it? And
absolutely.
It's tragic.
It is. And I think now because the screening programme, some GPs will start at 47. It depends where the caravan is, if it's in your GP area. So you get your first mammogram between 47 and 53. So it's really, really important to attend that first mammogram. But for younger women, it's really important to check every month. Pick a day every month and check your breast. Men too, because obviously you said before, men can get breast cancer. So it's really important to do those checks and get to know what feels right for you, because we're all different. And there's no right way or wrong way to check, but the NHS has some great information on there on how to check your breasts. And we need to encourage from a young age to do that and know what's right, because there are younger people coming through, as we know, with breast cancer now.
One of the main causes is just estrogen, isn't it? Your natural hormones that you have having your body anyway, so you can't prevent having that.
Absolutely, and that's what mine was. It was estrogen positive, HER2 positive. So so you're right. It obviously our age comes into.
It does with all cancers, doesn't it?
Yeah, into that factor. So it usually is more people over the age of 50. Yeah, that gets it.
And obviously, if you've got relatives as well, men that's got prostate cancer in the family, because it can. If it's genetic, it can be the same gene as well.
That's right, absolutely. Yeah, there was no history in my family of breast cancer. My grandmother died of, she had stomach cancer. And what they told me is if I had a girl, they would have to go for tests, but I have a boy. So, yeah. But there's no other history in our family.
And that's quite a shock, isn't it?
Yeah.
Certain things sort of tend to run, like my family has more of a history of like heart disease and things. We've not had anyone with cancer in my family.
Yeah.
And so when it comes like that out of the blue, it's really unexpected, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Yes, a massive shock to the system.
And how did your diagnosis affect your family?
I took it really badly, because my parents, they lost 2 children before they had me. So my mum took it really badly, because obviously now I'm her only child. So she was quite, and I think I call it the doing phase, when you've been diagnosed with the cancer, you're going through the treatment. So you're in this bubble of NHS and doctors and hospitals, but your family are just kind of left and
Observing, aren't they?
they're
And
just,
worrying.
yeah, they're just like a bit like a fish in a bowl and just watching you swimming around in this, but they can't do anything about it. Yeah. So I think for the family, it's really tough. Yeah.
It is. There are actually support groups out there, though, aren't there, that can
There
help
is.
not only
Yeah.
those affected by cancer, but families as well, which are quite good.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
You'll come into contact with things like that through your job a lot, won't you?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Join the Dots. Excellent. I was registered with Join the Dots, who supported me with counselling because it affected my mental health massively. I'd done a job for 37 years. Every part of my life was, I felt like that little fish swimming around in the bowl. Everybody was looking in because all of my life was just a big mess. But yeah, Join the Dots. They will support you going through the cancer and the family. Then there are other organisations like Solon who they do cancer charity. There are other cancer charities as well. As peer support is invaluable when you're going through it. You need to be able to speak to other people who completely understand what you're going through.
Because only people that really understand it, those that have gone through it, isn't there? I mean, we can all try as much as we want to be empathetic and understand, but until you're in those same shoes.
Absolutely. And it doesn't matter what type of cancer you're diagnosed with. Sitting beside somebody who has cancer and they're going through treatment, you know exactly how that other person is feeling, like the anxiety and your down days, and you need that peer support, definitely.
So do you think that is that helped you get through?
Massively.
Or what about, obviously you said it affected your mental well-being, but you seem to have come out of it with a really good positive attitude.
I decided, and I think it took me a while to get to that place, that I flipped the negatives into positives. And now I'll do things that I would never have tried before or put off before. You think, I'll do that next week, I'll do that next year. No, if we want to do something, we'll do it now. My friend, we used to buy each other, I call it stuff, for like birthdays, Christmas. We now buy experiences and go and do wacky things, like we'll go and do cold water dip. We'll go to Hamsley Forest with the conscious self and in a waterfall and things like that. And yeah, positivity, laughter is the best medicine. Yeah. And some of those, if you've ever been in a chemo ward, some of the best conversations and the best time was actually when there were 6 of us women having chemo together, because it was just funny. We just got each other through it. Yeah. And we're still friends, and we'll meet up for coffee and still there to support each other if we're having a down day. Yeah.
That's really good. So right now then, so you're totally clear?
They'll never say you're in remission. They'll say, evidence of disease. So right at this moment, I have no evidence of disease, and I just keep plodding on, keep going. After 5 years, I will, because obviously I've done 3, got another couple of years to go, then I'll go back onto the 3-yearly cycle instead of a yearly cycle, going for mammograms. And then I'll be discharged altogether from the hospital unless anything else comes up. But I will be on medication for quite a long time. Small price to pay. Yeah.
I think your positive attitude's really...
And
the fact that you've turned it into your career as well has been really inspirational.
Yeah, it's given me opportunities that I didn't, or I wouldn't have taken before, so I've turned it round, and I am much more positive person, and things, I say, don't sweat the small stuff. Small stuff doesn't matter anymore. We've got bigger things to worry about, and just live for today. You've got to live for today. Tomorrow's never promised, so you live for today, make the most of today.
Oh, well, I think that's really, really good, because a lot of people could turn it the other way.
Yeah.
And, when you get something like that, it does affect your mental health,
Absolutely.
and there is that why me, isn't there, as well? But it's the fact that you can eventually turn it round into something.
Absolutely, yeah.
Something positive.
Yeah, and I think, you know, we do, and I'll be brutally honest, sometimes you probably 2 o'clock in the morning, you go down the little rabbit hole and think, oh, what if it comes back? What if? And then I kind of, right, shut up, chatterbox. You know, that's it. We're moving on. Tomorrow's another day. I'm still, so every morning I wake up and I'm still there, yeah. Come on, let's get up, let's go, get on with it. Yeah, and just enjoy today.
So what would you say to women when they've got that mammogram appointment and, oh, I haven't got time, or, you know?
Absolutely a must. Absolutely a must. If you go and can catch that early, yes, I had a grade 3 tumour, but they did catch it early and they could do something about it. If we leave it and we don't go for the mammogram, that's potentially when they can't do anything about it. But it's like what we were saying before, it's not just going for the mammograms, it's doing your checks, doing your monthly checks every month. Get to know what's right and wrong for you and attend your mammograms. Or any screening, any cancer screening. You know, your bowel screening, your cervical screening, all of your screenings are vitally important.
This is the other part of you coming out now. This is all your cancer awareness coming out, isn't it? Plug
It
them
is.
all while you
plug
can.
them all, yeah. It's true though, it's right.
Because, like, say, 30% of people don't attend screening. Now, you know, facts and figures and things, there were 90,000 people over the 5-year period who did attend the screening that were diagnosed with cancer. Now, imagine if those 90,000 people
Absolutely.
had thought, oh,
I'm not going.
Because a lot of people think, there's nothing wrong with me, I'm fine, I don't need screening.
Absolutely.
But that's what it's for, isn't it?
Absolutely. But I felt like that. I had no symptoms. So I just went to, so then it was a shock, but I am so pleased I went for that screening, you know, and it can just save your life.
I know some people have a bit of a fear as well that it might be painful or something.
It's uncomfortable.
It
is uncomfortable, isn't it?
But it lasts seconds, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's you know, it's the squeeze, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of thing that just.
Yeah. I call it the George Foreman grill. We're going for the George Foreman grill squeeze today. Yeah. But it's a few minutes of being uncomfortable, isn't it?
It's always done by women, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. And these little, you call it a caravan, didn't you? Sort of thing. These little caravans, they're nice inside, aren't they? The staff are friendly,
Lovely, yeah.
and there's nothing to be embarrassed about either. No. And it doesn't take long at all, does it?
No, absolutely not. 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes max. Yeah. No. Yes, as we say, it's a little bit uncomfortable. But you're right, Paula. It's all done by women. Mind you, after you've been down the cancer diagnosis, when you're going for your radiotherapy and everything, there are men, and you just get used to that. So, but yes, they're all women that do the mammograms anyway.
Yeah. So that's definitely it. So anybody, if you've been invited for the mammogram, please go. And if you're not at that age or anything where you are due a mammogram and you notice anything that's not normal for you, please go see your GP and get checked out. Thank you.